So starting the second hike now. This one's called Big Pine. I forget the actual kilometer distance of this one. It's a lot smaller though, probably a third of the first one. This one should only take 2 hours. The difficulty of the first one was difficult. This one's more of a beginner one. So it's a good way to end off the day. This is a cool trail though, as the name would describe. It's all white pine that's overgrown. And then there's apparently an old logging like campsite, which could be pretty cool. I mean, absolutely no one's been on this trail. There's no footprints or anything in front of me to follow. I just have the markers, but they have them pretty often. I'm not too concerned. It's a big tree. Big tree for number 3. I've never been to the Redwoods in California. Been to Yosemite, which definitely had some scale to it. But just in comparison to these trees, I can only imagine what the Redwoods must be like. I'll have to make my way back out there one day. I'm a big fan of the pine trees, but to be honest, this path is doing absolutely nothing in terms of photo inspiration. Everything's just kind of really crowded, too busy. Hopefully the logging camp has something cool there, like a log cabin or something. You figured they would have a log cabin. We still have 4 frames left on the Hasselblad, and I really want to finish those off before I head back. It'd be nice to have something else to go with all the like landscapes and just kind of general stuff that I've been shooting. But you can see like there's not a whole lot. I keep checking those all and I have no clue how many numbers there are on this trail. Man, they look so nice with a fresh coat of snow on them. I really hope the remains of this logging camp isn't this fence. Like, is this actually it? Just a little pen? Like, what the hell is this? These fences don't look too old, so I don't get this at all. That's isolated. Oh, step out of the that busy forest and you're into this. I'm getting pretty tired, and I think I'm already almost done this trail, but in this big opening I found a couple of trees in the distance that I think would be pretty good for a photo on the Hasselblad. I kind of wish I didn't see it because it's pretty far out and I don't want to walk there, but gotta do it. Gotta get the shot one way or another. I also hope this isn't water, but that happened. That was scary. Man. That's cold. That was actually pretty terrifying. For a second, it actually took me a second to realize what was going on. Like I thought, because as I'm walking now, like I feel like the top layer of the snow kind of crack, but holy shit. Once I actually felt that it was in water, I don't know. You never know with things like these, right? So I'm just going to retrace my steps the way I came in, head back to the trail. Because my foot's really cold and I want to change my socks. Sorry, Mom. You think they'd have a sign or something that there was water here, but I don't know, maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe that looks like there's water there? I don't know. That gave me some adrenaline to finish off the hike. With shooting alone sometimes is I like this composition right here, but the problem is I need a subject or something there, so it doesn't really work out, which is unfortunate. I think that'd be cool, and I really want to kind of showcase these pines because they do look incredible, but without a subject it's kind of weird. This hike is actually kind of weird compared to the other one, because from my perspective, actually walking around in this one is a lot more enjoyable. I think it's a lot nicer, but it's almost impossible to get a good photo in here, which, I mean, sometimes that happens. I don't know, for those of you who have shot street photography before, you can go out for a whole afternoon in whole different areas, maybe you just stick in one area, but sometimes there's just never a shot, and I think that's the good thing and the thing you should appreciate with personal work or work that you're not shooting for someone, because you're not pressured to shoot anything. You don't have to take a shot. Just because you're going out with a camera doesn't mean you have to come back with enough photos for a whole blog post. It just means that you're there like with the intention to shoot. One sec. Can't miss that one. I mean, just because you have the camera there doesn't mean you have to come back with a ton of images to make a blog post or something like that. Sometimes it's just beneficial to have the camera with you, maybe with the intent to take a photo, maybe with the idea of wanting to, but even just having it on you just so you can practice thinking and looking as if you are taking photos. Because I think people overlook the times that you're not actually shooting are incredibly beneficial to you growing as a photographer as well. Like just being able to see compositions and images that you would like. And that's why having things like cell phones are great as cameras, and why people always say the best camera is the one that you have with you, because in that instance where you do find something that you like, you can actually capture it. It may not be the best quality, but at least you can still get the photo. I think one of the other reasons why I found this trail a lot more difficult than I would expect is because I'm shooting black and white film. So obviously I can use the trees green to kind of make something pop, but because it's all black and white, it's gonna just look very, very cluttered. So I think I'm just gonna save the last 4 frames for something along the way back. There was like this old motel and like an A-frame cabin that I wanted to shoot too. So maybe we'll find some other things along the way. Visits the site of an 1880s logging camp. I didn't see anything besides those fences, so come on. A bit disappointed in that. I was hoping to see some old cabin or something like that. So I kind of thought out a bit and just started driving home, but I did find a shot on the way back, but I already know it's not going to work for the 80D. It's just that telephone booth right over there. And I think if I line that up perfectly symmetrical in a square, it'll look really good. But I don't think it's something that would work with the 5D very well. But again, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try, and let me know what you guys think again. Way to end a long hike.
Well, the vendor will take your order in just one moment.
Perfect, thanks. So I am finally home now. It took me just over 4 hours to drive back. I know I didn't actually finish off the roll of the Hasselblad. I probably will end up finishing it off sometime Monday, but I'm not going to be recording that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys kind of took something away from this experience. I hope seeing stuff like this encourages you to also get out there yourself, even if it is just you and your camera. I know people aren't always available, or some people aren't up for the task of hiking in the winter, but it really is something special, especially when you're out there all alone. And it lets you kind of like figure out your own thoughts of what you're going through at that time. So definitely would recommend it. It's very therapeutic. But again, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.